relief material from Masa for internally displaced persons in the state. Plus, Miss Earth Nigeria leads campaign against unfriendly environmental practices set to mark 20th anniversary in Calabar. Details of this and more presently. Good evening, this is Nta Calabar News at 7. I am Maureen. The Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, has donated relief items to internally displaced persons in Cross River State. Cross River State Deputy Governor Professor Ivara Isu, while receiving the items, appreciated NIMASA's efforts on behalf of the state governor. The Deputy Governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Betta Edu, appreciated NIMASA for supporting IDPs around the Federation and assured of safety and proper utilization of the items by the designated people as planned. She said government is appreciating all these items that vary from foodstuff and permanent equipment, machines and tricycles for small-scale enterprises providing livelihood for internally displaced persons. The Commissioner explained that all items received had been audited for proper disbursement to ensure accountability, while calling for an end to violence and other causes of displacement. For the warring communities, she says, it is time to embrace peace and live in harmony to avoid creating more internally displaced persons across the state. She charged NIMASA to be more supportive, especially as it concerns maritime borders and health safety. Dr. Bashir Rujamo, Director General of NIMASA, represented by the OG Communication and Strategy, Mr. Ubang Hassan, said the donation was part of the agency's corporate social responsibility. Jamo said that the items would reduce the sufferings of the less privileged, help them to become self-reliant while eradicating poverty. The DG of Cross River State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Mr. Prince Wilayim, said it is the mandate of the agency to donate and provide empowerment items to displaced victims of IDPs, and notes that the state government, under the leadership of Governor Ben Ayade, has domesticated empowerment and is becoming a standard practice in the state. The representative of IDP's chief, Ene Okun, thanked the agency for their magnanimity in remembering the internally displaced persons and promised that the items would be judiciously used. Highlight of the event was presentation of the relief materials to the representative of the IDPs. Advocacies to promote friendly environmental practices towards conservation of the earth as a priceless treasure is still echoing, especially in view of the many natural disasters being experienced in various parts of the world. This time around, the Miss Earth Nigeria, an earth conservative initiative, is leading a campaign on friendly environmental practices in Nigeria, with Calabar playing host to Miss Earth Nigeria pageant. Correspondent tells us more.
To literally speak for the earth and to protect her against harmful practices while encouraging friendly practices like composing of waste, recycling and upcycling, tree planting, and indeed general waste dissemination is the reason why Miss Earth Nigeria is in Calabar.
This is why we are raising voices. Like you see, the whole world right now is flooding because the sea levels are rising. You are either poaching or you are digging sand, or I know economically you need to do work to make money. But what you are taking, please be putting back. Because it's Mother Earth. Think of Mother Earth like yourself. If you keep working, and you don't stop, you will break down. And this is how Mother Earth is. What we give to her is what she will give back to us.
The campaign, which will be taken to marketplaces, will also feature tree planting exercise in the state and a beauty pageant on the 28th of August 2021 at the Dome, Calabar Municipal Council. 18 contestants drawn from different states of the Federation will partake in the pageant, and the Queen is to represent the country in the Philippines. State Chairman, Nigeria Union of Journalists, Victor Udu, lauded the initiative to protect the Mother Earth and enjoined everyone, especially the media, to be part of the development.
We will see how we can make our own contribution to this project. I also want to commend you for choosing to beautify the earth.
Miss Earth Nigeria is also drawing support from well-meaning Nigerians towards the campaign to safeguard the planet. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
And despite the abundant mineral deposits across the country, Nigeria is yet to harness potentials of such endowment for sustainable development due to acts of impunity in the sector. This was the submission of participants at an international conference on resource extraction for sustainable development in the post-COVID-19 era, held at Alex Ekweme Federal University in Ndufu-Alike, Ikwo, Ebonyi State. Chinasa John reports that the Executive Director of Administration and Training, NTA, Professor Steve Egbo, was among the speakers.
Statistics reveal that Nigeria has about 50 solid mineral deposits in 500 locations across the country. But in spite of these huge mineral deposits, it only accounts for 0.3% of the country's GDP due to illegal mining, ineffective risk management and lack of adequate regulations, with its attendant effects on agriculture, health and environment.
The environment is at risk due to the primary and secondary impacts of mining activities.
It is estimated that climate change will cost Nigeria between 100 to 460 billion US dollars.
In a lecture titled Impunity as an Antithesis to Sustainable Development, Executive Director, Administration and Training, Nigerian Television Authority, Professor Steve Egbo, identified the Impunitive Act as the bane of the African continent, which should be tackled at various levels, adding that the mineral sector is where it is today because people throw caution to the wind without recourse to posterity.
All of us are guilty, the leaders and the led. So if we must move forward, we must redefine the rules of engagement and we must show a clear determination to do things right.
If everyone involved is doing the right thing, this risk will be reduced to the barest minimum.
The Minister of State's Mines and Steel Development, represented by the Director General, Southeast Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Mr. Henry Awurego, among other speakers, said to unlock the potentials of the mineral sector, government at all levels must partner, while an effective framework must be on ground to mitigate risk.
When that interaction and cross-fertilization begins to take place, we will go beyond learning. We will now begin to interface learning with earning.
What we need to do is extract responsibly, correctly, and make money while we diversify our economy. We are not short of regulations, we are not short of statutes. Where we are short, very, very efficient, is their application or follow-up.
High point of the conference was a courtesy visit on the Vice Chancellor of the university and tree planting to safeguard the environment. From Alex Ekweme Federal University in Ndufu-Alike, Chinasa John, NTA News.
And to COVID-19 updates, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has confirmed a total of 304 new cases of COVID-19 in the country as of 20th August 2021. Statistics show that Rivers State leads the current update with 154 cases, followed by Ekiti with 33, Edo 20, FCT 18, Oyo 17, Cross River and Delta states record 15 cases each. Other states affected are Akwa Ibom 13, Ogun 11, Bayelsa 4, Sokoto 2, Gombe and Nasarawa 1 case each. Till date, a total of 185,571 cases of the pandemic have been confirmed in the country. You are watching news reaching you from the studio of Nta Calabar. You are enjoying to watch this newscast on our YouTube channel at YouTube/Nta Calabar. We will take a break and the news continues shortly.
As news breaks from the north, south, east and west of Nigeria, we bring it to you. News from the length and breadth of Cross River State is sent to you via this channel.
with movers and shakers in various spheres of influence talking to us. We carve a niche and showcase our experience in broadcasting because it's Nta Calabar before others.
You can't get this anywhere else. It's only here on Nta Calabar News, showing at this times 3 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 7 p.m. every day. Nta Calabar News. Our experience counts.
Welcome back to the news. The enormous untapped opportunities abounding in photography can turn around the fortunes of Nigerian youths if properly harnessed. These opportunities were brought to the fore during the Calabar Mega Photography Workshop held in commemoration of the 2021 World Photography Day. Correspondent tells us more.
Photography, like any other skill, art or craft, requires training and specialized knowledge for any practitioner to function optimally. More challenging is the 21st century photography, where photographers are responsible for the digital or physical development of images and may also be responsible for some or all of the editing aspect of their production. These and many more reasons inform the collaboration between the Cross River State Media Practitioners Association of Nigeria and a digital camera company renowned for high revolutionary technologies.
They are here today, to further train our people on the new gears, to further bring some innovation into the photography business. So that is why they are here.
The potentials that exist in photography actually in Nigeria is actually enormous. It's mind-blowing the amount of talent we have, even the youths. So we've had photography for quite some time, and at some point the profession started blooming. I mean, we had photographers before that photographed the presidents, even before democracy and everything that photographed presidents. And these photographers used to live a very, very comfortable life. They're very big people. They're influential because they actually portray the image that people will see. They show the side of government, the side of the personalities that they want to see. So these guys are actually very influential, and it's still the same right now.
Sustaining the Earth's treasure through the lens is the theme for this year's World Photography Day. And with that in mind, what should be the role of stakeholders and the future of the Nigerian youth?
If you are not trained by professionals, you'll just be messing up. You can't get the real story. You can't tell the story. You can't communicate the way you should communicate. And that is the main essence of this workshop.
Photography is all that gives you what you imagine, what you think, what you feel in real life. We take for granted what pictures are. The angles they are taking, their thought process when they are taking it. It's very creative and one that should be encouraged.
It's technical to professionalize photography because you can't really define the line between who is a professional in art, basically. But for one who has that practice, who has that technique in creating images, digital images in this sense, it will be nice to get training, understand the ethics of the business, understand what the value is in what you are creating.
The collaboration between the Cross River State Media Practitioners Association of Nigeria and the Digital Camera Organization brought the presence of the company's products to Calabar for easy access to its high revolutionary technologies, just as it hopes to improve journalism and digital life. Let's continue to make a click tell millions of stories. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
And in a related development, image makers in Calabar, under the aegis of Media Practitioners Association of Nigeria, Cross River State, are advocating an enabling environment and support to market the rich heritage and tourism potentials of Cross River State through the lens. The group made the advocacy during the celebration of this year's World Photography Day with a city walk in Calabar. Correspondent tells us more.
The success story of the media cannot be told without the significant role of photographers and videographers. However, this category of persons and their services are oftentimes not acknowledged, but for these photographers of the 21st century in Calabar, it is high time members of the society should identify with them and make their impact better felt in their contributions to information dissemination and many more.
Photography business has been undermined, but with this movement, we're really bringing attention to ourselves and we're really letting the world know that this is a serious business.
We promote tourism for the whole Cross River State, call it the whole Nigeria.
In the field of memory, it is from a photography that you can tell a story, what was happening and what is going to happen in the future generation.
The role of the Cross River State government and stakeholders in enabling optimal practice of photography for socio-cultural, political and economic development cannot be overemphasized.
It has done the best for the professionals in this sector. The only state in Nigeria, in fact all over the world, that has created a ministry for cinematography. Our message is that you should continue with your job and do it very well. Anything you find yourself doing, do it well.
And for the leadership of the media practitioners of Nigeria Cross River State, partnership with major stakeholders will assist in boosting the professional knowledge base of its members.
You know, one of the things we want the government to do is to see how we can have a zero taxation, a zero-level taxation, so that the photographers can really excel in their profession. We call on government to see how, you know, they can come into this craft and see how, you know, they can leverage in the areas of gears acquisition, so that members, you know, can get a good gears as a very discounted.
The theme of the celebration is sustaining the earth's treasure through the lens, through major routes in Calabar. Maureen Leo, Ajom, Nta News.
And moving on, cross-section of Nigerians who witnessed the wedding fatia of Yusuf Mohammed Buhari and Zara Nasiru Ado Bayero have described this ceremony as a unifying factor which brought together people from different backgrounds irrespective of ethnic or religious background. They prayed for the young couple to have a peaceful marital life. State House correspondent Aliyu Kaibiru reports from Bichi Emirate Council, the venue for the wedding fatia.
It was a lifetime experience for the people of the new Emirates, as the one and only male child of the Nigeria's first family, Yusuf Buhari, and a princess of Kano and Beach Emirates, Zahra Nasir Ado Bayero, were solemnized. The memorable event brought together who is who in the political, traditional and economic cycles. All sectors of human endeavor were well represented. In the presence of President Muhammadu Buhari, cabinet members, federal lawmakers, governors and captains of industry, the couple were solemnized by the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Isa Ali Pentami. This was after the payment of 500,000 naira as dowry by the groom's representative, Malam Mamman Daura. Guests, including family and friends, congratulated the first family and wished the couple a prosperous matrimonial life.
Advice to the couple is to live by the excellent upbringing.
They maintain these two key principles, patience and respect for each other. I think they will live very happy.
It is our sincere wish and prayers that they themselves also will be the good ambassadors of the family they represent and the family they come from.
As long as you are going to stay with someone, one day you can have misunderstanding, one day you can reconcile.
Lawal Sallau Inwa, NTA News.
And now to sports. The 16th Paralympic Games begins in Tokyo from 24th August to September 5th this year. Nigeria is among over 250 countries participating in the event. Sports correspondent Femi Johnson takes a look at the event and Nigeria's participation.
Paralympic sports for athletes with an impairment dates back to 100 years, as the first club for the deaf came into being in 1888 in Berlin, Germany. On the 29th of July 1948, Dr. Gartman organized the first competition for wheelchair. The Stoke Medville Games later became the Paralympic Games, and it was first staged in Rome, Italy in 1960. 400 athletes from 23 nations featured. The International Paralympic Committee came into being in 1989 with the theme Spirit in Motion. Nigeria first participated in 1992 Summer Paralympics in Barcelona, Spain. Team Nigeria featured 6 male athletes in track and field. Nigeria's best outing in the Paralympic Games was in Rio in 2016. Team Nigeria emerged Africa's best and 17th overall on medals table with 8 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze.
This is the first time they are going to the Paralympic Games without any form of complaint. Everything has been properly taken care of by the sports ministry. So we are expecting an improved performance from the team. The records being broken and also setting new records, and also looking at the possibility of winning more medals than what we did in 2016.
Our last outing, we finished first in Africa, 17th in the world with about 12 medals. I'm hopeful that we can actually get to do more, despite the fact that we will not be going with much athletes that we actually went to Rio in 2016.
Nigeria was in 1992, 1996, 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012 and 2016 edition. Team Nigeria is already in Kisarazu and will feature in powerlifting, para-athletics, para-table tennis and para-rowing.
Our athletes are in very high spirits and have been conducting their training regularly. We hope to move into the Games Village in about 2 days' time to participate in the tournament proper. We are very grateful to the federal government for all the assistance and support that they have given to this team and hope to do very well. Come 5th of September, when the game ends, the Nigerian contingent will return to Nigeria with many gold medals.
Bearing in mind Nigeria's recent performance of a silver and bronze medal in the Olympics, the Paralympics team are sure of a better outing for Nigeria as a nation in Tokyo. In Abuja, Femi Johnson, NTA News.
And that's it, but before we go, a quick recap of our major stories. The Cross River State government has taken delivery of relief materials worth millions of naira from Nta for internally displaced persons in Cross River State. Also in the news, an environment conservative initiative, Miss Earth Nigeria, is marking its 20th anniversary in Calabar with campaign against unfriendly environmental practices to save the planet. That's it. Thanks for watching and have a good night.